The order for the other evening prayer is found beginning on page 22, the Book of Common Prayer. The Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Let us humbly confess our sins and Almighty God. Almighty and most merciful Father, we have heard and strayed from thy ways as sheep. We have followed too much the devices and desires of our own hearts. We have offended against thy holy laws. But thou, O Lord, have mercy upon us, miserable offenders. Spare thou those, O God, who confess their faults. Restore thou those who are penitent, according to thy mercies declared unto mankind, in Christ Jesus our Lord. Grant, the most merciful Father, for his sake, that we may hereafter live a godly, righteous, and sober life, to the glory of thy holy name. Amen. The Almighty and merciful Lord grant you absolution and remission of all your sins, amendment of life, and the grace and consolation of his Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. O Lord, open thou our lips, and our mouths shall show forth thy praise. O God, make speed to save us. O Lord, make haste to help us. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Ghost. As it was in the beginning, it is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Praise ye the Lord. The Lord's name be praised. The portion of the Psalter appointed for the evening of the 29th day begins with Psalm 141, found on page 517 of the Book of Common Prayer. Lord, I call upon thee, haste thee unto me. Consider my voice when I cry unto thee. Let prayer be set forth in thy sight as the incense, and let the lifting of my hands be an evening sacrifice. Set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth, and keep the door of my lips. But let not my heart be inclined to any evil thing. Let me not be occupied in ungodly works with the men that work wickedness, neither let me eat of such things as please them. Let the righteous rather smite me friendly and reprove me. Yea, let not my head refuse their precious balm. And as for the ungodly, I pray against their wickedness. Let their judges be overthrown in stony places, that they may hear my words, for they are sweet. Our bones lie scattered before the pit, like as one will break it, and we give hope when the other. But mine eyes look unto thee, O Lord God. In thee is my trust, O cast not out my soul. Keep me from the snare they have laid for me, and from the traps of the wicked doers. Let the ungodly fall together, and let me ever escape them. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Ghost. As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
I cried unto the Lord with my voice. Yea, even unto the Lord did I make my supplication.
I poured out my complaints before him, and showed him out of my trouble.
When my spirit was in heaviness, thou knowest my path. In the way wherein I walked, have they privily laid a snare for me.
I looked also upon my right hand, and saw there was no man that would know me.
I had no place to flee unto, and no man to care for my soul.
I cried unto thee, O Lord, and said, Thou art my hope and my portion in the land of the living.
Consider my complaint, for I am brought very low.
Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are too strong for me.
Bring my soul out of prison, that I may give thanks unto thy name. which thing if thou wilt grant me, then shall the righteous resort unto my comfort.
Glory be to the Father, and the Son, and to the Holy Ghost.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
Hear my prayer, O Lord, and consider my desire. Hearken unto me for thy truth and righteousness' sake.
And enter not into judgment with thy servant, for in thy sight shall no man living be justified.
For the enemy hath persecuted my soul, he hath smitten my life down to the ground. He hath laid me in the darkness as the men that have long dead.
Therefore is my spirit vexed within me, and my heart within me is desolate.
Yet do I remember the time past, I muse upon all thy works. Yea, I exercise myself in the works of thy hands.
I stretch forth my hands unto thee, unto thee as a thirsty land.
Hear me, O Lord, and that soon, for my spirit waxeth faint. Hide not thy face from me, lest I be like unto them that go down into the pit.
O let me hear thy loving kindness betimes in the morning, for in thee is my trust. Show thou me the way that I should walk in, for I lift up my soul unto thee.
Deliver me, O Lord, from mine enemies, for I flee unto them to hide me.
Teach me to do the thing that pleaseth thee, for thou art my God. Let thy loving spirit lead me forth into the land of righteousness.
Quicken me, O Lord, for thy name's sake, and for thy righteousness' sake bring my soul out of trouble.
And of thy goodness slay my enemies, and destroy all them that vex my soul, for I am thy servant.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Ghost.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end.
Amen. Here beginneth the third chapter of the book of Zephaniah. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. She obeyed not the voice, she received not correction. She trusted not in the Lord, she drew not near to her God. Her princes within her are roaring lions, her judges are evening wolves. They gnaw not the bones to the marrow. Her prophets are light and treacherous persons. Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not. But the unjust knoweth no shame. I have cut off the nations. Their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passeth by their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is not inhabitant. I said, surely thou wilt fear me, thou wilt receive instruction, so their dwelling should not be cut off. However, I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, unto the day that I rise up to the prayer. For mine determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord, to serve him with one consent. From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my suppliants, even the daughter of my dispersed, shall bring mine offering. In that day shalt thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then will I take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my holy mountain. I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of the Lord. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity, nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel. Be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord hath taken away thy judgments. He hath cast out thine enemy. The King of Israel, even the Lord, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil any more. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thine hands be slack. The Lord thy God in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save, he will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I will gather powerful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land, where they had been put to shame. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you. For I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. They read the first lesson. The Magnificat, hymn number 658. My soul doth magnify the Lord, and my spirit hath rejoiced in God my Saviour. For he hath regarded the lowliness of his handmaiden. For behold, from henceforth all generations shall come in blessing. For he that is mighty hath magnified me, and holy is his name, and his mercy is on them that fear him throughout all generations. He hath shown man's strength with his arm. He hath scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts. He hath put down the haughty from their seat, and hath exalted the humble and meek. He hath filled the hungry with good things, and the rich he hath sent empty away. He remembered in his mercy how with his servant Israel, as he promised to our forefathers, Abraham and his seed forever. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Ghost, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Here begin the 12th chapter of the first epistle of Paul the Apostle to the Corinthians. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Yet know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. Wherefore I give you to understand that no man speaking by the Spirit of God calleth Jesus accursed, and that no man can say that Jesus is the Lord but by the Holy Ghost. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same God which worketh all in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. But all these worketh that one and the selfsame Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. For as the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Christ. For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether we be bond or free, and have been all made to drink into. For the body is not one member, but many. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? But now hath God set the members, every one of them, in the body, as it hath pleased him. And if they were all one member, where were the body? But now are they many members, yet but one body. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of thee. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble, and those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need, but God hath tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked, that there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it, or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. Now ye are the body of members in particular. You're ready for the second lesson. Liturgy Leviticus, hymn number 673. Lord, now lettest thou thy servant depart in peace, according to thy word. For mine eyes have seen thy salvation, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people, to be a light to lighten the Gentiles, and to be the glory of thy people. Amen. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Ghost, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. I believe in God, the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Ghost, born of the Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, dead, and buried. He descended into hell. The third day he rose again from the dead. He ascended into heaven, and sitteth on the right hand of God the Father Almighty. From thence he shall come to judge the quick and the dead. I believe in the Holy Ghost, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and the life everlasting. Amen. The Lord be with you. Let us pray. O Lord, show thy mercy upon us.
And grant us thy salvation.
O Lord, save the state.
And mercy hear us when we call upon thee.
Endue thy ministers with righteousness.
And make thy chosen people joyful.
O Lord, save thy people.
And bless thy inheritance.
Give peace in our time, O Lord.
For as thou makest us dwell in safety.
O God, make clean our hearts within us.
And take not thy Holy Spirit from us.
God for the third Sunday after the Epiphany. Almighty and everlasting God, mercifully look upon our infirmities, and in all our dangers and necessities, stretch forth thy right hand to help and defend us. Through Jesus Christ our Lord, who liveth and reigneth with thee in the Holy Ghost, one God, world without end. A God for peace. O God, from whom all holy desires, all good counsels, and all just works do proceed, give unto thy servants that peace which the world cannot give, that our hearts may be set to obey thy commandments, and also that by thee, we being defended from the fear of our enemies, may pass our time of rest and quietness, for the merits of Jesus Christ our Savior. Lighten our darkness, we beseech thee, O Lord, and by thy great mercy, defend us from all perils and dangers of this night, for the love of thy only Son, our Savior, Jesus Christ. Please join me in the litany of the Church and Evangelism. O God, the Father, creator of heaven and earth.
Have mercy on us.
O God, the Son, redeemer of the world.
Have mercy on us.
O God, the Holy Ghost, sanctifier of the faithful.
Have mercy on us.
O holy, blessed, and glorious Trinity, one God.
Have mercy on us.
We sinners do beseech thee to hear us, O Lord God, and that it may please thee to rule and govern thy holy Church universal in the right way.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee so to rule the heart of thy servant, the President of the United States, that he may above all things seek thy honor and glory.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That to illuminate all bishops, priests, and deacons with true knowledge and understanding of thy word, and that both by their preaching and living they may set it forth and show it accordingly.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to send forth laborers into thy harvest.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to give to all thy people increase of grace to hear meekly thy word, and to receive it with pure affection, and to bring forth the fruits of the Spirit.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to strengthen such as do stand, and to comfort and help the weak-hearted, and to raise up those who fall, and finally to beat down Satan under our feet.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to forgive our enemies, persecutors, and slanderers, and to turn their hearts.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to give us true repentance, to forgive us all our sins, negligences, and ignorances, and to endue us with the grace of thy Holy Spirit, to amend our lives according to thy holy word.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
We sinners do beseech thee to hear us, O Lord God, and that it may please thee to fill us with the gifts of the Holy Spirit for the work of the ministry and the building up of the body of Christ.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to give us power through the Holy Spirit to be thy witnesses in word and deed, in our homes, work, and leisure.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to convert hearts to our ministry and add continually to our number those who are being saved.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to bless our ministry of word and sacrament, opening minds to understand the Scriptures, and making thyself known in the breaking of bread.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to make us ready always to give an answer to anyone who asks the reason for the hope that is within us.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to put it into our hearts to seek out and find thy lost sheep, and bring them back into thy fold.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
That it may please thee to fill us with such love for one another, that all may perceive in our midst the presence of Christ, and be drawn into his holy fellowship and service.
We beseech thee to hear us, good Lord.
Almighty and everlasting God, who didst endue thy church with power from on high on the day of Pentecost, pour out thy Holy Spirit upon this parish, and grant unto us all things that are needful for our spiritual welfare. Enlighten and guide our clergy and laborers. Strengthen and increase the faithful. Visit and relieve the sick. Turn and soften the wicked, rouse the negligent and careless, recover the fallen, restore the penitent, remove all hindrances to the advancement of thy truth. Bring all to be of one heart and mind within the fold of thy religion. The honor and glory of thy name, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Almighty God, who hast given us grace at this time of one accord, to make our common supplications unto thee, and hast promised that when two or three are gathered together in thy name, thou wilt grant their requests. Fulfill now, O Lord, the desires and petitions of thy servants, as may be most expedient